Hey, man.
Yeah.
You like comic books?
I love comic books.
You like coming to the draft house and watching movies and talking with your buddy?
I do.
All right. You're my buddy.
You're my buddy? Yeah.
You're my buddy.
We might have to cut so I can cry. No.
I'm Jack Lutz.
Troy Steger.
Here at the Alamo Draft House in El Paso, Montecillo. Another edition of Talk Nerdy to Me starts.
Wait a second.
Now.
Hey, listen!
Get nerdy with me.
Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG? Cause I know what them elf girls need. From WoW to
A topic of discussion here at the Alamo Draft House with ADTV.
I like that, by the way.
I hope you guys like it. Hope they dig it.
Did you tell them what it means?
Alamo Draft House Television. Copyright 2017. All right. Topic of discussion. Gifted. You would think Marvel's trying to bury the X-Men. You would think that, they don't want to have anything to do with stuff that they don't own. And all right.
Well, they've changed that here lately.
I keep hearing this rumor that eventually Marvel's going to get the rights to the X-Men back, the X-Men universe. Hey, you know what?
I'm all for it.
Once it goes back to the official
House of
Marvel
Ideas.
house, yeah, then I think you'd be seeing a lot more cooler things also into comic books because it's so childish with what they're doing, with anything that they don't own the film rights to. That being said, The Gifted, what do you think of that television show?
So far, I think they've done a awesome job with it. It's set in a time the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants, all those big groups kind of just, nobody knows where they're at.
Yeah.
And the Sentinel Services have come in, and you're supposed to, if you have any mutant abilities, you have to register with the government. And the tagline is, it's not illegal to be a mutant, it's just illegal to not register. And a lot of them are...
So they got to go door to door,
Yeah,
say that they're mutants.
A lot of them are scared to register because weird things are happening. Yeah. The government is experimenting on them.
Sure.
And that's where Gifted, that's the premise of the story.
As of this recording, we're about, 2 episodes deep?
2, I think the third one comes out this week.
Okay. So it's something that you're interested in. You want to watch, you want to see where it's going.
Very much so.
And it's got a few of the lesser-known mutants that you've seen in X-Men titles.
Yeah.
Right, and a few new ones that'll pop up here and there. The one that comes to my mind, he's always been a favorite of mine. Thunderbird's in that.
Proud Star.
Yeah. Blink.
Yeah.
Eclipse. I'm going to keep going here. Strucker. Am I thinking that? Is that right?
Well, it's not. Yeah, it's not Stryker from the comics. This is Reed Strucker.
Strucker. Yeah.
He's a DA.
Yeah, not Cable's clone. Yeah.
That's Strife.
It's Strife.
Stryker's
I'm all over the place.
Stryker's the one who was hunting him
Stryker's
down.
the one that, the whole Wolverine thing. Let me give you my comic card right now.
We're going to cut the corner on it.
Sage. Who else?
Dreamer. Shatter. I saw him in the background with his, where he tried to commit suicide. The head.
Okay.
And like I said, I think those are the only ones I recognized off the top of my head. They're going to be bringing in more, they said.
As far as villains and Easter eggs are concerned, you do see a little bit of what the Sentinels.
Kinda, yeah. Then they have
am I getting that right or no?
Yeah, little roll around Sentinels that they basically they clasp onto your leg and you can't take off and immobilize you.
Okay.
I maybe I missed it, but I didn't see any, the big house-sized Sentinels on the show. You did see Stan Lee in the pilot,
of course. Spoiler alert.
First time he's been in a TV show. A cameo is not a spoiler.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't seen it yet,
which I'm hoping. If you're watching this, you expect spoilers.
Yeah,
because I'm going to tell you.
From him.
I am going to tell you.
That's like the biggest stark difference between you and I is that I don't like to tell spoilers, and you do. I'll say, well, you got to go see it for yourself, and then boom, you'll just go ahead and say it. No, this is what happened. This is what happened.
You can watch it and still form your own opinion.
So you got a handful of merry mutants that are teaming up, and it's been getting pretty good reviews on Fox.
Yeah.
So. And Fox is so hit or miss. You'll have shows that'll show up on that channel. It'll last an episode, won't even last an entire season, and then boom, it's gone. It's out of there. There's so many cartoons and other TV shows that have been on Fox, and then Fox has just pulled the plug prematurely. They've also done that.
Yeah.
And then they've brought shows back. So,
Firefly.
Family Guy, yeah. So,
but they brought it back.
But they brought
and
it
then canceled it again.
Yeah.
And then brought it back.
Right. So hopefully this gets to stick around.
It's a good. The Strucker guy is the DA who is basically collecting all these mutants who haven't registered and interrogating and doing all the stuff they do to them. But there's a Mutant Underground. You come to find out, both his kids are mutants.
Of course they
Find out because his son
That's
gets
irony.
picked on at school.
That's
and
irony.
He just, irony at his best.
Yeah.
Not Alanis Morissette irony, true irony. So then he goes to the Mutant Underground to save his kids.
And of course, there's a lot of modern day symbolism to that, and classic symbolism going back to civil rights, and even with what's going on today.
They said it focuses a lot on bigotry.
Yeah, that's what the X-Men universe has always been about.
Yeah.
Stan Lee even said that himself. Where if you were gay, if you were an outsider, if you were this or that, if you
Outsiders were DC.
Yeah, but if you felt like you didn't belong, smartass, if you felt like you didn't belong, then the X-Men book was perfect for you. And that was why it was so popular for many, many years, the X Universe period, is because it was the perfect book for anybody that felt like they didn't belong. And so I think that this really hit a nerve, and it struck a vein with a lot of viewers because, in this day and age, with the PC culture the way it is, and a lot of people feeling left out, with feeling like they don't have an identity, I feel they can relate to. It's bold, but I feel like they can relate to a show like Gifted.
Yeah, and it's well written and well acted.
Cool.
Oh, I forgot to mention Polaris is in it too.
Polaris, yeah.
And she will be Magneto's daughter, Lorna Dane. She's a little messed in here.
It's a good little meal right there. It's a nice little snacky cake right
I'm
there for
hoping
you guys.
eventually
Yeah.
pull Magneto in.
All right, so needless to say, you're hooked, right? You want to see where it's going?
Yes.
What do you guys think of Gifted? Again, right now, 2 episodes deep. Want to see where it's going? You can check it out right now on Fox. So with that said, another edition of Talk Nerdy to Me here at the Alamo Draft House coming up to a wrap. I'm going to eat some of this Asian salmon salad.
Salmon.
Just got done at the gym. I'm Jack Lutz.
I don't know where the gym is. Troy Stegner.
Big thanks to Raywork Productions. Good night.
Sleep tight.
Hey, listen!
Get nerdy with me.
Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG? 'Cause I know what them elf girls need. From WoW to